Oh, sorry, it's pretty bright 'cause I got the garage open. I don't actually have a Red Ring of Death Xbox to show you me repairing it on, but I do have a bunch of these are just dead boards. They're completely just toasted, and I'll just show you an example of what I do. Okay, so first thing you gotta do is you gotta take the Xbox apart. I can make a video tutorial on that if you guys want. I mean, there's a ton out there, but I'll probably do it just for the hell of it. So you take the Xbox apart, you're gonna pop off the X clamps, take the heat sinks off the CPU and the GPU. You want to clean them off as good as you can so that they're shiny like that. There's a lot of different methods people use. You can use rubbing alcohol, but from my experience, to be honest with you, the best way to do it is just by using WD-40. It doesn't mess up the Xbox whatsoever, and it takes the old Microsoft's thermal paste right off. So you just spray a little dab on there and just get a rag and just scrub it. It should come right off. Okay, so next thing you want to do, well, this is what I use. This is right here is a Presto Griddle. I picked it up from Walmart for about, I don't think I paid any more than $40 for it. So that's that. And then this right here is my my rework or reheating station. I paid, I believe, $140 for it off of Amazon. There's the model number in case you want to get it. I like it overall, but there is one that it's just a little bit more that actually has a digital temperature stat right there, which I would definitely recommend getting because, I mean, since I'm showing you, it doesn't really matter. You'll know the profile that you have to use to reflow an Xbox, but it's just easier to have an actual digital meter. So, and then I have the hose hooked up to, this is just a desk lamp right here. And this tip right here I bought for, I believe, it's $20 or something like that. I bought it off eBay. I think the nozzle number was 4141, just so you know. And it's just, all it is it's a square. It extends it and it makes it so that it's the same size pretty much as the GPU and gives the heat a better, an even flow on the chip. Okay, so what you want to do is drill holes into the griddle like that. Just put some screws through and then put some bolts down so that the board's elevated. You don't want to have the board sitting right on you when you're heating it up because you'll damage the components and you won't fix the Red Ring of Death. You'll just fuck the Xbox up even more. So what you gotta do is set the board down just like that. You want it nice and flat, and then you want to turn up the temperature all the way to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and you just let it sit there. It takes about 10 minutes, maybe a little less, maybe a little longer, and you'll know when it's done reaching its temperature because the light right there will turn off, letting you know that it's reached its temperature. And the reason why you want to do this is because it helps the board heat up slowly rather than just blasting it with air like a lot of tutorials show you, like just blasting it with a heat gun. It stresses the board and causes actually a lot more damage than good. You don't want to be doing that. So you want to heat it up slowly to 400, and once it reaches 400, I get the nozzle. Mine doesn't stay down, you have to hold it down on mine. So I hold it about a centimeter above the GPU chip, and so you're going to be holding that down, and then on the machine right here you're going to switch it on. Mine's not even plugged in, I'm just showing you what I do. You switch it on. I have the airflow on 6 and I have the heater on 4, and I hold it a centimeter above the chip and I count 20 seconds, and at the end of 20 seconds I raise it up to 5 on the heater, count another 20 seconds, then increase it to 6, and once you hit 20 seconds when it's on 6, you want to raise up the air temperature to all the way, and then hold it for another 20 seconds, and then just do the reverse. Drop it down to 5 for 20 seconds, drop it down to 4 for 20 seconds. After that, you're just going to turn off the machine. You want to turn off the griddle. Leave the board there. It's going to be hotter than hell. If you grab it, you're crazy and you'll destroy the board because it's hot. So you're going to leave the board there. I usually leave it for about another 10 minutes just so it's cooled down. Then you can take the board off. And then what you want to do is you want to add some thermal paste back to the chips. Through my experience, I used to use, everyone said use Arctic Silver, this and that. I've been buying the cheapest shit that I can find on eBay, and I get the same exact results. So right now I'm using, it's called X15 I bought a ton of it for like 20 bucks, and it's been doing the job just fine. I even had some gold thermal paste I used that didn't have a brand on it or anything, but it works just about the same. So to be honest, I'm not dogging on Arctic Silver, but I think it's definitely overrated. They just charge an arm and a leg for it, but it really, if you look at the ingredients, it's really the same shit. It's all the same. So you want to apply a dab just to the center of it. You don't need to smear it out. Just literally, best example I can use is like just put a grain of rice, a little dab right there in the center of the chips, CPU as well. And when you put the actual heat sinks back on, it's gonna push it and smear it out, so it'll cover the whole chip. So you don't need to actually smear it out. And then when it comes to X-clamp fixing, I know there's all types of people that think they found the right way and this and that. I'm not saying that they're right or they're wrong, but through my experience, this is what's worked best for me. These are the screws I use right here. I don't have exact measurements right now, I'm sorry. I did have a printout somewhere of the exact part that I've been ordering, and if I do find it, I will definitely post it for you guys. And then I bought these right here. Nylon washers are the best types of washers I've had. I have really good results using them, not getting red ring for a long time. And I know a lot of the X-clamp fixes say you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to get the screw, you're supposed to have metal ones you put on, then you put a nylon, then you put it through the board, and you put another nylon and then a metal, then the heatsink. I have never done that. I think that's total horseshit, for lack of a better word. All I do is I put the screw through here, just like that. I put a nylon washer on top of that screw, and then put the heatsink on, just like that. So it's just going to be screw, board, nylon washer, heatsink. And that is what works best for me. Like I said, when I first started out, I've been doing this now for about 8-9 months, and I fixed probably, like I said, 300 consoles or so. And as I went along, I learned a lot of different things, and this is what works for me, this profile right here. And then I definitely recommend adding the 12-volt fan mod. I have that in another one of my videos, so that's on there. And that's about it. That's how I pretty much repaired all of my my Xboxes. Sometimes I add external fans on the case, like I'll add case fans. They're just computer fans. I'll make another tutorial explaining how to do that. It's not too difficult if you have a soldering iron. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me once again, as I said. And I'll have more videos uploaded soon. Stopesweater92. Thank you.